Chris, what is our third main topic today?
This comes from Gaff. Good morning, John. The reviews for Fantastic Beasts, The Secret of Dumbledore are starting to come in, and they're looking pretty solid. The last I looked, the movie has a 74% on Rotten Tomatoes, with no audience score yet. What do you think about the reviews so far, and what are your expectations now that you've seen some of the reviews?
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in. First thing I got to mention to Gaff is, when they wrote that in, I don't know if there were 2 reviews, because then when I looked on Rotten Tomatoes this morning, it had a 32%. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Lower than Morbius?
It had a 32%.
Morbius was 15,
Morbius was like 15.
I thought, no, anytime I talk about it, it's audience score.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's what matters to me.
Scores for Dumbledore.
Okay.
So is that like 32% or something like that? Look, I have actually been very much looking forward to this movie. Unlike most people, I actually quite enjoyed the second Fantastic Beasts. I thought Johnny Depp was great as Grindelwald. I like the story they set up. I like the world. I like the conflict at the end. I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a top 10 favorite movie of mine of the year or anything, but I quite enjoyed it. Now we're moving into this one. And you got Mads Mikkelsen now in there, which is great. I personally think the trailers look great. I love the Dumbledore character, and I love Jude Law, so seeing him take more of a prominent role in this one has been exciting to me. And so, yeah, and I'm going to go see it tomorrow. I'm going to go see Fantastic Beasts tomorrow. I'm going to go see Ambulance tonight, going to see Fantastic Beasts tomorrow, and then Sonic on Thursday. So a good couple of days lined up for me here. But yeah, then when I went over and looked and I saw like 32, 34%, I can't remember what it was, I'm like, oh dear. Because the early reactions coming out of some fan events was actually pretty solid. Well, okay, I just loaded up the page now, and it's gotten better. It is now at 59%.
Okay.
So almost at 60. It's got 39 reviews in right now. Obviously still no audience score. We're not going to get one of those for a while. I remember one of the big positive ones was from Variety. If we go over to top critics, you see a lot of positives from the top critics. Time Out is saying, it lacks substance, menace, and often narrative sense, but it also delivers rich, immersive, and thrilling moments. That's good. So that's not bad. Screen International didn't like it. They say 3 installments in Fantastic Beasts can't shake the impression that it is merely a footnote in comparison to Harry Potter's coming of age saga. Well, I don't think anybody thinks it's anything other than a footnote compared to the regular Harry Potter ones. The Times liked it. Mikkelsen's simmering intensity adds a new layer of menace to the character, but also suggests a credibly torrid romantic history with Dumbledore. The London Standard says, when it was first announced that this would be a 5-part series, I thought, 5 Fantastic Beasts films? There shouldn't even be 1. Now, I'd love to see Fantastic Beasts 4. That's not bad.
No.
Polygon didn't like it. An evident attempt to right the ship has turned into a calamitous case of mission drift as a property with no identity travels in nonsensical circles looking for a sustainable new direction.
Yeesh.
Not so good. William Bibbiani over at The Wrap writes, it's hard to care much about any of the many characters in The Secrets of Dumbledore because hardly any of them have a meaningful storyline or character arc of their own. Empire liked it. The Secrets of Dumbledore doesn't quite cast a Potter-like spell, but with solid action and moments of genuine heart, it delivers a little light in the wizarding world's darkest hour. That's nice. Anyway, it goes back and forth. So, I mean, you got a bunch of people in there. Again, Variety's review of it was, no other film series works in such intricate, multiple installment arcs, planting details that will almost certainly pay off in forthcoming chapters. There you go. So it's kind of back and forth. Like I said, right now, again, it's substantially up from when I first looked. It's at 59% there right now. So it's leaning positive at this point. But the reviews aren't quite as good as the first reactions that we had heard early on. Where am I at right now? This is good enough to me. I'm reading enough of the critics that I appreciate saying that they liked it to have me sustain my excitement for it. I've heard a number of the critics saying this is the best of the Fantastic Beasts, and it should be known that some of the ones that are writing in the negative reviews didn't like either of the other Fantastic Beasts, and that's fair. So, but the ones that seem to have appreciated the other ones are also saying this could be the best one of the bunch. So, I'm not going in expecting an Academy Award winner. I'm not even expecting it to be as fun as Venom. But if you can just deliver to me a good time like I had in the last one, if you can give Jude Law some really good stuff to shine on screen, I'm good and I'll be totally satisfied. Again, I'm seeing it tomorrow, so I'll find out more then. But yeah, so anyway, Chris, where have your expectations been for this third one? Because I know for a lot of people, it's been all over the place. And, you know, now that we're reading some reviews and things like that, what are you expecting?
Well, I mean, like you, I don't think the second one is as bad as people made it out to be. Look, your sequel's not always going to be Empire. It's not always going to be Two Towers. Sometimes it's the gum in between two pieces of paper and it's just moving us forward. All right? Sometimes we have to have things go pretty dog shit so we can have growth and development and things like that, right? It did feel a little bit, and I know some people in the chat said this too, it does feel a little bit like Newt got sidelined in some of these stories. And that's kind of where I'm losing the thread of the Fantastic Beast part. And we talked about that with the trailers too. Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. I don't know where to see them except for the end of that trailer. I need more of those beasts if that's kind of the through line here. I'm really excited about the addition of Mads Mikkelsen. I think he makes everything better.
Money Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
Money Mikkelsen.
Oh, I think he's wonderful. I love the Jacob Kowalski character. I love that he's getting magic. I'm really excited about all of that. I'm really, really hoping that this is more thoughtfully done than some of these reviews are leading me to believe, especially if it's 3 out of a 5 franchise. That 5 number makes me a little nervous with what these people are saying. But obviously, you know, proof is in the pudding. I won't know about it till I'm there. Right now, though, I'm pretty just meh about going in. And I say that as somebody who grew up on the Potter books and has their own wand and is a proud Slytherin.
Like, I do want to point out one thing, and this concerns me a little bit. As I read through, like, I know a lot of film critics. Like, I know a whole bunch of them. And I know that almost all of them, they don't care about anything. They just go into the movie and they want to have a good time. And if they like it, they say they like it. And if they don't, they don't. People love to make up conspiracy theories about film critics. If film critics don't like movies they like, or if, heaven forbid, they like movies they don't like. I mean, so they love to come up with these conspiracy theories.
We're all being paid, John.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely,
And basically, if you're one of those people who believes in those conspiracy theories, you are a fucking idiot. That being said,
John.
Respectfully.
but that being said,
UFOs are real.
I want to give context to this. That being said, there are a couple of the reviews that I took the liberty a few minutes before we started the show to read through a little bit more. And there are a few of the negative reviews that spent a good chunk of their review talking about stuff other than the movie. Like and again, this is not the majority of them. This was a handful who are going to end up being 3% of the overall. But I was a little iffy about some of these when I was reading through the review, that a lot of their ink was dedicated to talking about the behind the scenes drama of it. Whether it's Ezra Miller, who we'll talk more about a little bit later, whether it's Johnny Depp, whether it's J.K. Rowling herself, and things like that. And I could not help, as somebody who does not believe in these stupid conspiracy theories, and I know these film critics, they just say what they think about the movie, period. But it was concerning to see, like, why some of the film critics, and again, it's a small percentage, seem to focus so much on stuff that had nothing to do with the movie itself. And that was a little disconcerting. Still, the majority of them that I read through were just, yeah, this movie didn't work for me because of this, this, and this, and that's totally fair. I'm still excited, though. Rob, I mean, I don't remember where you are at as in terms of the Harry Potter movies, the Fantastic Beasts movies specifically, but what are your expectation levels? What have they been like? Do these reviews we've been reading seem like they fall in line with that? Where are you at right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think the reviews, first of all, I'm not that invested in the entire Harry Potter franchise because I was a little old for it. I read Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone when it was new because I wanted to know what it was all about. It's kind of the same. I heard Stephen King, he reviewed Hunger Games, so I picked up the book and liked it. And I totally understand why Harry Potter became a worldwide phenomenon, but I was just a little old. Now, this Fantastic Beasts franchise, to me, because I don't have any investment in it, I get some enjoyment out of the effects. I like the characters. I don't think the movies have been great, but this might seem a little strange, but like the Transformers movies for me are a mixed bag. I love the first one. The rest of them, not so much until Bumblebee. But I love Transformers 3 Dark of the Moon. It's not good, but I love watching it. I love like the whole Battle of Chicago. I ran into Tom DeSanto last night and talked to him, and even he was saying, yeah, the third one. I go, dude, don't be dissing on your own Dark of the Moon. Come on. But I do find some enjoyment out of a lot of the set pieces in these movies. I enjoy the actors in the films. And to me, you know, as long as this gives me something like another, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The first one I really loved. The other one's not so much, but I love 3 because all the fantasy elements. It was just crazy. So that's what when I watch these, because I'm not personally as invested in them. If they're really well done and you've got beautifully designed effect sequences and you do have some great actors really doing great work. I mean, Mads Mikkelsen in the trailer looks great. Like you said, Jude Law's in the movie more. And all the other actors look like they're having a ball. And I will watch a movie because of that. You know, and I think there's a lot of things in this franchise. I bought these movies. I actually own them, the first 2. And I enjoy them. And so hearing I don't know what people expect from them, you know, because I don't expect much. And what I've been given by these movies has entertained me. So and this one, as we talked about, that first extended trailer, I think it was the second trailer they dropped.
Right, yeah.
Dude, we all talked about it.
Yeah.
That was a great trailer. I looked at that trailer and I'm like, you know what, man? There's enough in this trailer. Everything in that trailer looked like I will like this movie. I will sit down. I have no necessarily personal investment in it, but if it was on TV or I bought the disc and I might go see it with Elizabeth, I am excited.
Well, fingers crossed. I will, of course, do an out of the theater reaction once I see it tomorrow. Then we'll talk more about it on the show on Thursday. Question is for you guys. What are you thinking right now about what we're hearing coming out of the Secrets of Dumbledore? A slight majority of the critics seem to be liking it right now. It's still holding the same percentage as I'm rebooting the page. What do you guys think? Where are your expectations at right now? Are you looking forward to seeing it? Have you not been? Whatever you guys are thinking, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, Coinbase. Have you found yourself curious about getting involved in cryptocurrency, but if you're like a couple of friends of mine who have been really interested in it, they felt kind of overwhelmed by it, like not even knowing how to get started? Well, that's where Coinbase comes in because they make learning to buy and sell crypto simple. Coinbase offers a trusted and easy-to-use platform to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency. They support the most popular digital currencies on the market and make them accessible to everyone. They offer portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place. And that's why millions of people all over the world in 100 different countries trust Coinbase with their digital assets. So whether you're looking to diversify, just getting started, or searching for a better way to access crypto markets, start today with Coinbase. And for a limited time, new users can get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at coinbase.com/Campea. Sign up at coinbase.com/Campea for $10 in free Bitcoin. This offer is for a limited time only, so be sure to sign up today. That's coinbase.com/Campea. And thank you to Coinbase for making this episode of the John Campea Show possible by being one of our sponsors.